Hey y'all, welcome to my playthrough of the Resident Evil 7 teaser, beginning hour. The playable teaser for the new Resident Evil. So I'm recording this commentary actually post-play because I more just kind of want to talk about the game itself, my feelings as a longtime fan of the Resident Evil series. I started out with Resident Evil 2 on the N64 and just been a fan ever since. I even own most of the games. So, yeah, let's get started on this. So, my first impressions of the game, it's really awesome. It's certainly a lot of fun. It's definitely a very enjoyable game. It's really great to see Resident Evil return to horror roots. This is very much a clone of PT. But don't let that, deter you from it. It is supremely enjoyable, and very, very creepy. I was definitely really creeped out my first playthrough of it. Well, let's dig in. So as you can see, it's a very pretty game. It's a gorgeous game and dripping in atmosphere and just subtleties and just, I guess I would even venture a lot of visual storytelling. You can see that, this place is, something's wrong with this place. It's not simply just an abandoned house, as you'll definitely see coming up soon. As you'll see, there's a bunch of meat, which, well, definitely nothing good going on here. But I'm not the best one to talk about the whole idea of, cinematic storytelling or visual storytelling. I don't know that stuff well enough. I can't really comment on it. But it definitely does tell you there are a lot of visual clues, like the exit door, as you'll see. And there's also hints that the protagonist you're playing may not be completely sane. You'll see that a lot of things have changed. How far we know, we may not even be playing the same character as you may think you are, because that VHS tape you pick up leads you to believe you're playing Clancy, the cameraman, but you could actually be in control of the producer, I forget his name, who is apparently infected with something. I wouldn't suggest to anyone drinking water straight out of pipe lest something go wrong. But you'll see throughout both, as it's put, VHS world and real world, pardon me, that something, interesting. I never actually noticed the date on that. I'm not sure how this commentary will line up with the actual video. But you can see in the background a date on this video, on the VHS tape. It's June 1st of 2017. So that may be something important. It's just one of these things that you're not sure what you see in this game is going to be important or not. There's a lot of little hints and clues, just like PT, mysterious ongoings, and just little secrets that you have to uncover, and things that you don't even realize, is a secret. But yeah, but as I was saying, there are certain things you'll see, like this door. As you saw in the real world, it's a completely different door, and it's also red, which, you know, it's strange. You know, of course, you don't know the time frame of both real world versus VHS world. It's just one of these weirdities and oddities that this game presents, which makes it all the more fun to play through. And just as I said, just like PT, there's a lot of secrets, a lot of hints, and things that there's actually a slight dual world gameplay. I don't just mean you have this VHS world and the real world. I mean, things you do in this VHS world have an effect on the real world. Because in where lead anchor guy, ghost guy, swamp gators, whatever he fucking called the show, guy is standing in the kitchen at one point is right where later you'll find an axe. Well, you unlock that drawer the axe is in by lockpick you find in VHS world. In VHS world, you have to unlock it, then you can get the axe. If you don't unlock it in VHS world, then, well, it's not, it remains locked in the real world. So there's a lot of, you know, dual world crossover gameplay. So, it's very enjoyable little teaser. It's a little too short. I mean, PT, from what I could tell, was longer. I mean, you can get through this, if you really want to, this demo in like 10 minutes, if that, for the, I guess, the easiest and worst ending, the simplest. But, there's a lot of secrets that will allow you to replay it constantly, to search around, which I've done many times. I've uncovered things that I didn't at first. And things you learn in the first playthrough you can make use of in a second. Like you'll see at one point that they unlock a hidden compartment, a hidden little door in the wall in the VHS TV room that you start out in the real world, by handling the fireplace. Well, in a brand new game you can immediately do that. You can use that handle. And you learn that from your, probably your first playthrough. As you can see, Anchor Guy is unlocking it. You'll see in the video, as again, I'm not sure how this audio is going to sync up with the video. I'm going to probably have to do some editing, blah blah blah. But it makes for a nice mechanic. It makes for enjoyable. That it makes replayings. Alright, I'll have to do it again. It's an enjoyable mechanic. It makes for replays more enjoyable. Which is definitely something that's needed. Because of all the secrets, you want it to be fun to go and hunt down all the secrets. All the little things you don't, may not notice your first playthrough. Or things, you know, like, they want to make you finding all the secrets as enjoyable as possible, so which adds to just in general the enjoyment at finding these secrets of replaying it, because they also want to get you hyped for the full game. Now, we'll say this: they have said that the final game this demo will not factor into it. That this is just some sort of side story or something, that this is not part of the main game. So I feel it's more like what PT was supposed to be for Silent Hills. Now, I'll show in another video. You don't quite notice it at first, but that static at the end of the VHS tape has some secrets in it of itself. There is a face in it, and I'm sure others have found that, but it's not something you can really notice unless you can go through it slowly. I didn't notice until I was editing this video and my secrets video that I realized, oh, there's a creepy face. It's not like a full face, it's like a side profile. But that's just one of these little secrets that you find in this game that definitely make it so interesting. As you see, when you enter the VHS room, by the fireplace, there's this little picture, and your flashlight every time you enter just happens to gleam it. It's on the bookcase, and whenever you enter the room, your flashlight just happens to hit this photo just right. And I'm going to assume that that is probably some sort of hint or secret itself, because I mean, it could just be coincidence that it hits it, but it gleams, it sticks out, just like how objects in the old Resident Evil games would. Which makes it definitely very interesting, and just kind of makes you wonder, could this be something? Which makes you want to play through it again and dig around and do anything you can, to find out any little secret. So, I mean, I'm glad Resident Evil is taking this route. It's definitely a pleasure to see it going a much more horror route, back to its horror starts, with a new feel to it. Now, they say the final game will have, combat and all of that, but frankly, I would be happy for just a Resident Evil game like this. You're just kind of trying to figure out secrets, hints. This itself could just be simply a whole Resident Evil game if they just expanded upon it. We've had our zombies. We've time over the zombies and time over our mutants. Maybe we need something a little different. So I just kind of been going through and just sort of commentary on what's seen in the video. But I kind of want to talk briefly about how I feel about this game as a Resident Evil fan. As I said, I've been playing since, I don't know if I actually said in this recording, but I've been playing since Resident Evil 2 came out on the N64. That's my first Resident Evil, and I have been in love with the series ever since. And I was disappointed, damn disappointed, that 4 went a more action-y route, and then the series that pretty much became an action series, and that was just incredibly disappointing to me, and incredibly saddening, because I always loved the horror aspect of it. I love the fear that, oh no, around this corner could be a zombie. Can I aim in time? Can I get just where? Am I going to waste bullets? So it's really great just to see this game go back to its horror roots, and it's a welcome change and just a welcome change. Essentially, it's welcome back Resident Evil. You finally came to your senses. You're not an action game, you're a horror game. And that's what we needed, and I'm so happy to see not only has it gone back to its horror roots, but it's taking a page of the PT playbook, at least for this demo. It's going for atmosphere, it's going for subtleness, it's going for, things that go bump in the night, not, oh my god, there's a zombie eating my face. Especially these days, with zombies have been played to death. I, for one, welcome a more potentially paranormal focused Resident Evil, which this demo seems to suggest it will be. Well, thanks for watching. Have a good one.